Hey guys, this is Frank McDonald, Instructional Officer for Secondary Science. I've had a couple of people reach out to me with concerns on the alteration of our calendar and how that will affect our 9 weeks and the planning. So, what I decided to do is show you where we can figure out our highly tested SEs, and maybe that would be our point of focus for the 9 weeks, and that will help us make us decisions as we move forward in planning. So, first thing I want to show you is that I am on the Lead4ward website, LEAD, the number four, and then WARD.com. And I am going to click on the resources tab here. From resources tab, it will open up this page, and I am going to go to data tools. Click there. And the first thing at the top of the list is the frequency distribution resources. I'm going to skip this first section real quick, and I'm going to go down to this second section, and I'm going to show you how they were organized in the past. So let me click on that. And by in the past, I mean, this is one way of looking at it. This is the first way that they showed us Lead4ward did. I'm going to skip the 5th grade. I'm going to go right to the 8th grade. And let me blow this up just a smidge. There you go. And what we see is we have the readiness standards, supporting standards, and process standards. And you can see that all the SCs that fall under these categories are listed right here on the sides. And then across the top, you see star 2012 through star 2019, and then a total column. So what this document does is shows us how many times these specific SCs have been tested in star over the course of the years, and a grand total of how many times it has been tested. So you can see that for readiness standards, you can see it for supporting standards, and you can see it for process standards. In the process standards, you can see there's two big ones that you would want to focus in on, 8.2E and 8.3B. Of course, these process standards are normally dual coded with another either readiness standard or supporting standard. So that is your 8th grade. I'm going to scroll down so I can give you a sneak peek at biology. Biology is set up the same exact way. So now here are your biology SCs, and the totals that they've been tested throughout the course of the EOC, and the grand totals. So you can see on this end which one the highest highly tested areas. So looking at B10A, B10B, each tested 23 times in the whole time of the EOC. So same thing, looking at your supporting standards, and then going over, and you can see there is one particular process standard that you would like to focus on, which is B2G. So going back, this is just specifically by SC, and I'm going to go back to the top where we were at, and now we can go to this first section. And in this first section, it says frequency distribution by cluster / subcluster. So I'm going to click on the science, and I'm going to show you the difference. I'll skip by the 5th grade, and now here we are in 8th grade. So now you have clusters and subclusters below that. With these subclusters, you can see the SCs that are associated with those subclusters. So in this document, it'll give you the number of times that this cluster has been tested. So properties of atoms has been tested 46 times. And then looking at the subcluster structure of atoms, specifically 8.5A and 8.5B, have been tested 28 times. And the periodic table has been tested, specifically the SCs 85C and 66A have been tested 18 times. So if I'm going through this and I'm trying to figure out which one are my areas of importance, well, structures of atoms really jumps out. So that would be something I really want to make sure that my kids have a firm grasp on. For 8th grade, in this first marking period, properties of atoms and chemical formulas and equations and reactions are going to be the main focus. So scrolling down to biology, biology is just a little bit different. You still have your clusters. So in this case, cell structure and function. See, it's been tested 39 times. And then your subclusters, so cellular complexity, which is B4B and B4A, has been tested 23 times. And viruses, which is B4C, has been tested 16 times. So you can kind of see how that's spread out. So in marking period 1, we will talk about cell structure and function. We will talk about interactions among systems, particularly body systems. And then there also is a little bit of biochem involved here, and we will be looking at this as well. So just looking at the way this is set up and based on the YAG that we've composed, this would be a good way to determine what your focus of attention should be as we're planning for the first marking period. Again, Lead4ward has the answers, so go ahead and check this out, and hopefully this puts you on a better path. Thanks again for just hanging out for a couple minutes. I'm Frank McDonald. You know where to find me. Bye.